Charge up your game with excitement. Highest odds on the market. Coverage of all live and pre-match events. Place your bets with Solid Bookmaker and win with your favorite teams. Take what's rightfully yours with GG.bet.
Welcome back, everyone. We are back with our matchup, and we do have a bit of a different scenery. It's now going to be Dust 2, the map pick of Energy. And if you do guys remember, the very first map, it was won by Energy at the end, but it was no easy affair. And now this is straight up beer rush now, isn't it? Raid is going to be able to find himself the first kill here, and instantly he backs away. He puts his team in an advantageous position, and for him, there's really no need to be playing aggressive anymore. He's done his job. Now the question is, can his teammates get it done as well? Tianchi, first man in, does find the first kill on ADM as Big 5. They've now taken over themselves the bomb site, which is great and all, but Energy, they're no slouches. They're definitely going to go for the retake at this point. However, the retake on the B side of Dust 2, it's known to be very difficult, so missed him. First man in, slowly with the CZ up close and personal. That's how you like to see it done. And this round is over here for Energy. There was really nothing they could have done. With them having the forces coming out from window as well as doors, a very difficult way to retake the bomb site in such a manner. But they still had time to work with. They could have very easily had one of the players coming in for the tunnels. If that is the case, then you're able to apply a bit more pressure on the bomb site and even find some more kills that way. But here, because Big 5 of... Oh, okay! ADM. Suddenly I've come alive as well. Thanks to get a shot like that. That is an early start here for Energy, and it's already looking solid. Sending you my chef's kiss there, ADM. As the force buy is taking place here from Energy, they're going to hope to find some of these kills here. And the thing is, though, Dweezil, I still see he's got to be quite careful in that position. His team is with the advantage. Now, you don't want to blow it away if you're Energy. Big 5. Deploying the utility here, however, as the commitment seems to be taking place here. Tactbook, first man in, hoping to find some of these kills here, but it is going to be Energy doing a fine job thus far containing the push. And of course, will they anticipate Tianchi to be up close short that quickly? As the bomb plant does take place here, not the best angle there for missed him. But there we go. They're going to be taking down Tianchi, so it's still a 3-on-3 here between the two teams. And we can see that guys like Slowly and Custom, they are quite low on HP. This is an opportunity right now for Energy. Actually get some of these kills here. The first one does work out here for Energy. But I do believe the bomb is in fact planted for long. The what? Blaze! Not sure if that was the right call in that position. He was trying to bait out the shot here for long. But the problem is there is still a player there on the ramp. And that's pretty much over here. Dweezil, he can't hope to find that kill there. And he might just survive this one. Oh no, it's not meant to be. That's going to be 2-0 right now for Big 5 as they do secure themselves the lead so far in the matchup. If we do recall earlier, I think it was also Big 5 with the lead on Inferno on the T side. Yeah, it was Big 5 leading 4-2, I'd like to say. Now the way things are going right now, it looks like they will extend their lead moving forward as the players pushing in here for just through middle. You can see that there's a decent amount of damage being dealt on Slowly, so you might just want to take it back a little, and there we go. It's going to be Cannibalistic and Tactbox securing the kills here, and it will be 3-0 here for Big 5. But now there might be some problems here for the likes of Energy. Yes, this is where Big 5 right now, still with a pretty looking purchase here. And it doesn't look like they're going to be playing this one slowly. It is a fast approach here towards long, so energy. Even though they do have the purchase here, they might have to be careful about this one. Oh, missed him. He didn't see the player there. And that's going to be cannibalistic, like a true smoke criminal. Finding himself a couple kills through the smoke. Obviously, you know, from the GoTV perspective, we obviously saw a guy like cannibalistic still pushing through the smoke and actually spotting it out there through the glimpse of Mistem's POV. But obviously from Mistem, he's not really focused on the corner of his screen. He's more about thinking, okay, where do I put my crosshair here, which is in the middle of the screen. Now with the early advantage being picked up here by Big 5, they got loads of opportunities. They can very easily continue on pushing on the side. Oh, the nade. Yeah, the nade's gonna get him. And that's pretty much it. Like, Cannibalistic's efforts here in long could be enough to force out a rotation here from Energy. That's the case. That's why Blaze is here to help out ADM. He's like, I'm here, man. I'm ready to help you out. Thing is, though, Big 5, that's not what you're going for. This was all an elaborated ruse. For what they wanted to do at Hold the Time, is just head on over towards this B side. And yes, for Energy's ADM and Blaze, they just have to go for the save here, really. There's no other way of putting it. They don't really have a lot of money moving into the next round, so it's going to be imperative for them to keep these weapons. But it seems to be plausible. Unless... Oh, no, that's not going to happen. ADM will secure that kill in Takbuk, and for now it is a 4-0 lead for Big 5, which is a bit... I wouldn't say unexpected. Okay, I'll call it unexpected. I didn't really anticipate the Big 5 players to have such a solid start here on Dust 2. We did see them play. Big 5 did play against another team here in the close qualifiers. That was Loden, which you can't really say was a formidable opponent. If I recall correctly, it was Big 5 winning Dust 2 and Inferno 16-5 on both occasions. So they weren't really a formidable opponent. Here, though, Energy, they're not having the best of start here, and thus far, best of, you know, a team like Big 5, they're able to roll off their momentum and finding some of these crucial openings, crucial engagements, and securing themselves the lead. This time around, we can see how respectful Energy are. They're not even gonna contest long by this point for them. They're hyper-focused on middle, not really taking a look what's going on here on the A side, which is a massive problem. The A side has no defenders, and that's going to allow for Big 5 to get the bomb plant, and possibly the round as well as on the retake. Energy, they're going to be coming in for pretty much two angles. It's CT spawn and short. That's the information the Big 5 players have. There's no one in log from Energy, and I think they realize the unfortunate circumstances of this situation. That's why Energy, they're attempting to go for the save yet again. Ooh, all right. That's looking pretty good right now for Big 5. They were able to find one of them eliminations, but in all fairness, this is where Energy might just have to put the foot down and think, hold on just a sec. They're winning this one. The Big 5 guys are winning this one. This is our own map pick. We must show why this is our map. We do have Dweezil here on the AWP, which I do believe the player is holding middle for what I can tell. Oh, that's a lot of utility being deployed here from Big 5. However, oh, it's still going to be the first kill here for Big 5 as well. Tianchi secures it on raid. Ooh, interesting stuff. Custom coming out on top. There's Dweezil here with a sniper rifle. There we go. Dweezil's coming alive, and that's looking pretty good here. And as I say so, Well, 3-on-3. We're down to the 1-on-3. Make that 1-on-2 though, as ADM does reply quickly. But by this point, if you're a big 5, you know the position of the last remaining player. Just simply go towards the A side. Towards the B side. It's pretty obvious. You know where the last guy is. You don't want to find him. You gotta play this one safe. And there we go. That's the round. Big 5 have a significant lead moving forward here on the terror side of this too. I mean, 6-0. That's gonna be that's an impressive start already here for Big 5. But because the first half hasn't even really reached its sort of midpoint, there's still the possibility that a team like Big 5 might even have a bigger lead here. Right now it is going to be Slowy dealing the damage and getting the kill on ADM. Yeah, Big 5 are now just running over their opponents. I can't really say they're playing, the most sort of structured Counter-Strike. It's just Big 5 players popping off. I mean, you saw one of the players just walking on by and long. The other guys moving on here for short. Yeah, not the best of circumstances here for Energy. It looks like for them it's just going to have to be what I would presume a save for raid. Though, saving EMP, not the most impressive of weapons. But keeping the Kevlar and Diffuse Kit intact, that is quite important. And Ballistic is going to secure the last kill. That's going to be 7-0 right now for Big 5. Oh boy, this is... We actually saw it on Inferno on the second half, where things weren't really going Energy's way. We actually saw timeouts being taken. So I wonder why right now Energy aren't really considering to go for the timeout. Like, things aren't really going their way. They must change things up here in their CD defensive, otherwise it could be Big 5 running away with this map. And for those who are wondering, yes, this is in fact the map pick of Energy here, Dust 2. And right now, okay, things are kind of looking up here for Energy. That's going to be Blaze picking up a couple kills. ADM there with the tunnels push. This is good right now. This is a good scenario for Energy to secure themselves around. Ooh, that was awkward to say the least. They were hoping to see the players on the side, but that really wasn't the case. And now, Lonesome Slowy, he still has to recover the bomb from that position, and that's where the troubles begin. With the bomb being out there in the middle of nowhere on the B side, he must somehow eliminate these two players. Can he do it? Well, there's definitely a possibility. And that's the thing, though. Will the Molotov go far enough? I think it did. Yeah, it actually did. Missed him actually burning to a crisp there. But for Slowy, the problem is that, there's 30 seconds remaining. And both of these players are some very good positions here on the B-bomb side, so he's going to have a very difficult time actually entering this one. However, alright, now they're beginning to realize that, hey, is this guy going for the wraparound? It looks like it missed him, though. Now it's down to the one-on-one, but missed him is going to get it done. Ooh, it was a bit, kind of got frisky there at the end. We were down to a 1-on-1. And by that point, that's anyone's game. Maybe even Slowy could have been able to pull that one off if he decides to look not towards the plat, but towards the side itself. But obviously, I mean, that was supposed to be some sort of sick game sense from him to make such play, because he remembers that he did throw down the Molotov on the plat area where the player was stationed at, so he was also anticipating the guy just to be holding that same position. Now the first start has been picked up here by Energy. Congrats for them. But it's still a pretty long journey here in the first half, so let's see if they're going to be able to get consecutive rounds, because that's the thing right now. They're going to want to acquire themselves consecutive rounds in a row, not just the one round here on the CG side. Because there's the simple nature of, you know, the economy being reset. If the economy is going to be reset, that is a scary notion for a team. Flash is being deployed. Big fight not being contested here in long again. Maybe there's too much respect coming out there from the Energy side. They have an opera here in the hands of Dweezil, and even he's not going for a commitment here towards long. In fact, they seem to have only one player on the A side. There's a couple of players in short. I think there's one player in short. Dweezil. But yeah, I wonder how this setup is going to work out here, because it looks like Big 5 are going to go for the pincer movement. There's the first kill in short. That's going to be Blaze hitting the floor as well. And they can very easily right now commit to the A side. There's only 2 players remaining here from Energy. This is an opportunity here for Big 5 they cannot resist from taking. And they shall crush the dreams here from Energy. They secured this round in a flawless manner. They don't lose a single player, and if you take a look at the economy for Energy, it's in the bin. It's in the bin. Yeah, it's back to the drawing board, and in fact, they're going to be going for their first timeout here, the CTs. It's been a long time coming, but fair enough. They really had to go for timeout one way or the other, so it's nice to see that a timeout has finally took place here. Because winning so many rounds in a row, losing so many rounds in a row on your own map pick, that is very dissatisfying, and for a team like Energy, I think it is quite dissatisfying indeed. They were looking so well. They're looking pretty good here, you know, from the first map. Hanging over to the second map, I was thinking, all right, this is probably going to be a 2-0 for Energy, but clearly that's not the case. This might just be our third map, and thus far, I don't think there have been a lot of third maps in the closed qualifier thus far. I think the majority of the games have been just, you know, clean 2-0s. Oh, we do have a couple players here. Oh, okay, that's when we do open things up. We have a couple players from Energy who have stuck around there in long, and they secured themselves a couple kills, and most importantly, with those 2 kills, they're able to acquire the weapons here. An AK-47 here in the hands of Raid, an AWP for Dweezil. However, because they are anticipating a stack to be there in long, they have changed things up here, heading over towards the B side. That's a bit of a lineup there. ADM finds the first one. He can get the second one, though, and now this is tricky. If you're Energy, are you going to commit to this one? I think you have to. They have some solid positions here. They have a couple of the players coming in from middle, one individual from the tunnels. So there's still a possibility for them to pull this one off. However, it's going to come down to the prowess. Can they get it done? Because they need to find the kills here ASAP. That's the thing. They need to find them as soon as possible. And thus far, it's Big 5 to find the first one. Slowly Tacbook doing a fine job at stopping this push from happening. That's all the Tacbook is doing a fine job at stopping the push, and he's done enough. There's no time for the defuse, and that's round 1 for Big 5. Tacbook recovers the AWP and survives that one as well. Impressive. And looks like it's another timeout here for the CTs. This time around, as they do take the timeout, they have the money to work with, and that's an important thing here in the CT side economy, especially in a map like this too. It was very often to be seeing, you know, double op setups coming into play. I think with Energy having the money they have right now, going for double op does make sense, but it doesn't look like the other players are confident enough in picking up the big green guns. Okay, it's going to be in the hands of Dweezil. Now Dweezil is in a position where he can go for a faster play on one of the parts of the map. I think he's going to continue on holding things down towards long. He throws down the smoke for his teammate. Also, he's going to be heading over towards long. That has been one of the main avenue of attacks for Big 5. But not this round. At least not this round. It's pretty much a safe approach from their perspective. Not really committing to one of the long takes or even short takes. They do have a couple players positioned here, and Dweezil might just be just... Yeah, he's in position to spot out the shadow, though, but that's a perfect flash. That is some nice teamwork there from Big 5. They're throwing out a simple flash that blinds the operator in the corner, and he can't even really retreat. He might consider of retreating, sure, but he can still get very easily overwhelmed. And again, look at this. The trades are working out here for Big 5. Again, they can very easily move on forward on the A-bomb side, and they wouldn't even be contested. That is, of course, oh yes, slowly to find the kill. That is a good map right now for Big 5. You saw, the odds being cropped up there for a little bit. We can see that this is looking very good right now for Big 5. This is going to be another round in the books. A 10th round for them. Molotov being deployed, and oh, not sure. Oh yeah, the player got shot up from underneath there by Custom. And now missed him. Again, it's back to the save. This is a horrible conundrum here for Energy. They're pretty much stuck in this limbo where one round they can make the purchase. One round they will have the AWP in the hands of Dweezil. The AUGs, bunch of utility to work with as well. But because they end up losing such a round, the next one is an eco. Or at times you could say a partial buy because they have reached maximum lose money bonus. And I think that's the scariest part here on the CD side if you're not going to be winning a lot of rounds in a row. And now for a team like Energy, it looks like it is going to be the purchase after all. I was hoping to see a partial buy, but I completely respect their decision here. They realize the simple nature of this map. They're simply running out of rounds to play with. So they want to try to make this one work. Looks like it is going to be a bit of a faster round here from Big 5. We have seen those in the past, though. Going into the B tunnels, not sure if that's the right avenue of attack. I mean, it get very easily shut down here, and Blaze is proving my point. Blaze finds himself a couple easy kills here. Dweezil's going. Wow, this is an aggressive setup from Dweezil. He can just hold his angle. Can he be... Wait a minute. I wonder. We have Dweezil in that position, right? Can he be spotted out by the players here? Not really, though. Oh, this is interesting. He's hearing the footsteps, though. That's for certain. I don't think they're going to be checking Dweezil here anytime soon. Oh, no! Poor Dweezil. He was hoping to see a second player crop up, but he saw that Custom had the game sense with him. He anticipated the player to be there in that position. And now Big 5. They're going to continue on with their pursuit here on the A-bomb site. They have thrown down a smoke here towards CD spawn. A good smoke indeed to block up any vision here from Mistim. And now they're going to be punching in the numbers as well. Oh, but added ADM finally reveals his position. And this bird Custom, yeah, he's hardly going to be able to win this one. A smoke is about to fade, and that's where he's going to meet a lot of trouble here. There are two players coming in, a double peak from Energy. And that's going to allow them to secure their second round here. 10 rounds here for Big 5 is an impressive scoreline lead. With Energy, they're not out of this game just yet. They still have 3 more rounds to play with. And if they do secure the last 3 rounds here on the CD side, I mean, that could still be an interesting game here. It could very much still be a good game, all things considering. Ooh. I'm not sure if that's the play, though, Energy. They try to play this one aggressive, changing things up. I do respect it, but in the short area of the map, didn't really work out. But here in the tunnels, this is good. They found themselves the first pickup here, and with the first kill going in their favor, well, or shall I say, the trade still working out for them. They can continue on playing a bit of a more passive style of Counter-Strike, I'd say. But that's the thing. They've now pretty much committed here to the short hole. There's really no one in long, in fact, here from the energy players, so they're pretty much going to have to commit here onto short and expect to find some of these kills here. ADM, he does find the kill on Tianchi. And now Custom. Ooh, that's close. Ooh, he actually gets the headshot as well with the last bullet, of course. Of course, how else do you like to see it happen? Energy, they only have one player here on the B bomb site, so he's going to have a difficult time here as Slowly is the first man in. And now Raid and Mistem, they can't give this one away. They have to try to commit here. Slowly hoping to find that kill, but it's going to be Custom to finish things off. Big Five secure themselves 11, and they've put the economy here of Energy in a somewhat difficult position, though they do have maximum lose money bonus because of them losing. Actually, no, not the maximum lose money bonus because Valve did change the handicap for the money system. So even after losing a round like that, their economy isn't fully reset. They still have money to work with, and you see the purchase of the AUGs. An AWP in the hands of ADM, and an MP9 for Blaze. Tianchi holding the angle, hoping to spot out some of the players here, and he sure does see Raid. Good pickup here for Big Five. Again, an early advantage here for this team. Now, it kind of looks like the way that... Oh, hold on just a sec. I didn't even notice that Cannibalistic was here on the A side. This is weird right now. There's still a player in long, sure, but there's no one on the A side. They don't even have to go towards the B part of the map. They can very easily just say, guys, let's go A. And that's what they're doing right now. They're going to be changing things up here. They're going to leave their plan to go towards B. They will now head on over towards the A bomb site. Ooh. Yeah, he does get it done there, Cannibalistic, and this round is over here for Energy. 12 rounds here for Big Five. And Energy... It looks like they're running out of steam here on Dust 2. Maybe if they were able to close out, say, the first map in a more convincing fashion. I think they were up 15-9. Was it even 15-7 at one point? If they would have closed it out, say, to 16-9 their Energy. And then we head on over to the second map. I think that's pretty much it. That is pretty much a more convincing game from them here on Dust 2. But here, things aren't really going their way. Energy, again, they just get wall banged there for the doors. And actually, so even gets the tag, and he's going to try to go for more. Oh boy, they're being punished here, Energy. This is a spanking, alright. However, this is still not out of the woodwork just yet. Mistem is finding some good kills, and we also have two players who have pushed up all the way through the tunnels area into T-spawn. So this round isn't over just yet. They might just be able to pull this one through, and look at this Energy. They're now picking up better equipment. Okay, that was pretty awkward there from Tianchi, but there's still a bomb plan here from Big Five at this point. Should be able to plant the bomb in this position, however. That's going to deter Tapuk, at least for a little while. That the Molotov is there on the side. And how's ADM and Blaze going to try to approach this one? As we still have a player there in middle. And the other guys in short, they were, I guess, hoping to see them cross on the B side, but as we do see, that's not really the case. ADM goes in for the P, but he doesn't have Blaze backing him up. And I must say, Blaze is... Oh, hello. He sees the feet. That's a good kill. But Blaze doesn't have the defuse kit, and that's the biggest problem for him. With him not having the defuse kit, this is going to make matters a bit more difficult here, unless he finds the kill on Tech Book quick enough. He's moving in. He might just be able to get this one done. I mean, he still has time to work with it, and he gets the kill, though. But he doesn't have time. Oh, boy, Blaze is going to try to survive. But that's not going to make much of a difference. 13 rounds here for Big Five, only 2 for Energy, and man, I'm surprised. I'm genuinely surprised to see how good of a game the Big Five players actually showed us here. It's really impressive. It's really impressive Counter-Strike on their part. Like I remember earlier, I mean, the CD side of Inferno, great stuff, some team play coming into play, but we didn't see much of that on the T side. In fact, we didn't see any of it, if I'm being completely honest. But here, this is just Big Five rolling over their opponents. Like, really, this is like matchmaking level destruction. ADM sees a couple of the players going a bit too aggressive here from Big Five. I mean, they do have the confidence to make those plays, so why not? Cannibalistic with the USP, holding the very long angle there, which is quite understandable. You want to be using the USPs into your advantage. Looks like Energy are still hoping to see any of this aggression here from the Big Five players, and they have been rewarded with a kill. That is a great start here for Energy. And it looks like they're going to try to wrap around this B bomb set. However, the biggest problem for them is that they are, in fact, 3 players here from Big Five holding this B side, but as they are able to find the kills, that's not going to matter too much. Cannibalistic now, last man standing, entering through the smoke, hoping to find some of these kills, but I don't think that's meant to be, even though he does have the kit to work with here. He's just going to get one tap to oblivion. Blaze is going to get himself 3 kills, and that's going to be the round here for Energy. Good start here on the second half. That's pretty much the one thing they needed here was a pistol round victory, and on the back of it, they might just still show us a good half here. As the Big Five players have invested in some of these upgraded pistols, they have gone for a bit of a mid-centric approach, I guess you could say. We have two of the players in short, one of the individuals still in middle there. And they even have full tunnels present, so I think Big Five are about to realize that this will probably be a hit here on the A bomb site, which is in fact pretty much the case. 4 of the players now making their way through long, as the smoke grenades and flashes are going to be deployed. It's pretty obvious what's going on here. Energy are taking over full bombs control. But as they are taking over bombs control, I mean, they haven't really cleared out all of the players here, and as they're doing it, that seems like the round for Energy. Not a single player being dropped this far is going to be a very successful eco from their part, and there you go. That's going to be all 5 players hitting the ground here for Big Five, and again, this is going to be an eco here for the Big Five roster. They realize the very simple nature of how things have been going thus far. They have been in the lead for the majority of this game, so they can afford to lose a couple of rounds. So they can still have themselves a very solid purchase on the 19th round. And yeah, that's going to be when we see, like, I'm certain, double up setups, AGs being invested. Ooh, Energy, they're actually going to commit to this long play, though. They have to be careful in their approach, as this is, in fact, a stack, and already, even though Mistum ends up being taken away, they realize that, okay, if this is a stack, let's just avoid it entirely. Let's just go towards the B-bombs, where there's a high probability there won't be a stack. And even though I say there won't be a stack, one thing will be there for certain, and that is, of course, Cannibalistic in that position. But yeah, the echoing players do have a very minimal lifespan at this point. Cannibalistic is going to peek on through. He's going to get eliminated, and now it's all up to Custom here, who's got the Galil. But I'm not sure if you want to keep the Galil, if I'm being completely honest. The Galil, not the best weapon out there, especially when you can buy, say, an AUG or an M4 in the next round. looks like he's gonna get found out in the end. So that's third still. 13 rounds here for Big 5, which is a very respectable scoreline here. However, you know, these past couple of rounds, they have gone in favor of energy, and, well, I'm not sure if a 13-2 comeback is a possibility, but they're definitely going to try to prove themselves that they're not out of this game just yet. And by picking up this gun round, that would be one way to start here, energy. Now the players playing quite aggressively here, you could say. They've taken over some very early map presence, and it looks like we will see... Oh, the nade, though! Oh, that's a big grenade being thrown out. Good shot from Slowy. And now it looks like it is going to be the full-on commitment here. We do see one of the players going for the dive, but he will be found out by Slowy, as the remaining squad seems to try to contest this bomb site. They're going to get shut down at this point. Yep, they're getting absolutely shut down. Cannibalistic even sees the player there. The nade, though. Ooh, that's a nice Kobe Bryant grenade. 199 points of damage being dealt by grenades. That's sick. Because this wasn't like a simple eco. This was a proper gun round here for energy, and they got absolutely demolished. So, in terms of building up confidence after a round like that, that's yeah, that's going to be quite hard, isn't it? So this is where, again, energy, they still have the money to make a purchase, which, obviously, that's why they're doing it right now. But if they don't succeed here, well, this could be the end here on this too. Dweezil, that's aggressive play from him. He will be naded out of position, as well as the Molotov being thrown out to deter any of the Ts from pushing any further than they have to. That nade, though, from Custom doesn't really stick. Still a lot of time being played out here, all things considering. Tagbak hoping to spot at least a couple of the players here. However, there is a nifty boost taking place there. And actually, Tapuk even finds one of the players there. He goes in for the pre-aim and as well as the pre-fire. And that's going to allow him to get that kill. So now for your energy in this position, you obviously lost one of your players here. About 50 or so seconds have passed, and I can't really say if they've gone and done anything significant at this point. It is going to be a commitment here to the bombsite, though, and that's going to be Constable to find himself a couple of those easy kills, but they'll miss him with good frags as well. It's still a pretty good opportunity here for the energy players. We have Mistim and ADM over here on the bomb site. Whereas Big 5 will now have to attempt the retake, and I do like one thing here from Big 5 is that they will have players coming in from multiple angles. There's going to be an individual coming in from tunnels, as well as the 2 players from middle, so there's a good opportunity for them to actually have a good pincer maneuver if the timing is going to be right. And for now, it is all up to Mistim. He's stuck here in default. He can't really find the kills, though, and he's going to try to do his best, but it simply runs out of bullets. And that's now going to be the 15th round right now for B5. That's enough time for them to get the bomb defuse. And that is now a pretty hard predicament here for energy. This is possibly the very last round here on this too. And obviously, as they do go for the purchase here, they will realize that they don't have a lot of bag to play around with. So yes, that's why Dweezil will buy the Scout. I think Blaze might just go, yeah, for the classic UMP purchase. And yeah, in terms of weaponry, things aren't looking that great here for energy. Some players have taken over some early presence here in the tunnels. Yeah, we even see the energy guys taking over mid control now. That's quite interesting. They do, however, must be very careful in their approach. There is, of course, the player in towards CT, and if they're in fact going to be going for the wraparound, there's still a good possibility for them to make it work. However, Tianchi pushing for the smoke. Ooh. Yeah, he's rethinking about his options because he realized that this could be a one-and-done spot. However, he finds some great timing. There's a huge gap here in the smoke, and he could get some easy kills. The first one does come through, and somehow in that position, ADM doesn't get it done. He finally ends up hitting the ground, and already Big 5. They've fallen apart here on the B bomb site. That's for certain. However, the other players can still get it done here. Cannibalistic does get softened up with Scout. But yeah, the retake is going to be quite difficult here for Big 5, and oh, Cannibalistic misses the nade there. Yeah, the energy players right now are some very good positions here. However, they do have the smoke grenades to work with, so they can still make this one work. Tianchi will find the first one. Right now, no one's really paying attention towards the tunnels area. Raid looks at it at the right time, and now it's all up to Tianchi. Great angle there from Raid, and he's going to secure himself a couple of kills here as well. Does Blaze. So 6 rounds here for energy. And if they want to try to pull off a comeback, be my guest. However, you will need to acquire 9 rounds in a row, which is a bit of a difficult affair, I might say so myself. So now we do see the Big 5 players investing in some of these, upgraded pistols here. They realize that, they've got loads of rounds to work with, so they don't have to really go in for, force spy after force spy after force spy. No, that's not how you're supposed to play this one. In their philosophy, they just want to have one good purchase, and that one good purchase could lead them to a victory here in Dust 2. Who? Yeah, not gonna work out there. Oh, nice shot there from Cannibalistic. He might just walk out of this round with an AK-47 in his possession, and he's gonna get found out by Blaze. So no AK-47 for you, Cannibalistic. But he still had his teammate Tacbook rolling around, so he might recover it. But as he does, Blaze gets the kill on him, so alright. 7 rounds right now for energy. On the terrorist side of Dust 2. We now see a proper purchase here from Big 5, and it is looking like a solid purchase indeed. An AWP in the hands of Cannibalistic. The other guys going for the purchase of the AUGs, though one thing I will say is that they don't have the fuse kits here. And you might be wondering, why do we need the fuse kits? Obviously, it's for the retakes. Retakes, and again, retakes. However, that may not be necessary if you will have players like Cannibalistic finding early frags like that. Energy taking over some mid presence here. It looks like the player is going to try to go for a wrap around here on the B side. Thus far, that's looking very likely. However, Tianchi had no idea about the position there of Raid. And the problem is, though, is that there's still, in fact, players holding close by the tunnels area, but they haven't really peeked on through. Blaze, though, those are some nasty kills coming in. And these players here from Energy, they're super low at HP. There's the possibility now for Big 5 to still make this retake happen. However, one thing to note is that these players, they are entrenched here. Oh, Blaze. Gotta be quite careful about that one. That's gonna be missed to find the kill here. He's only at 4 points of health, but he doesn't check him! Oh boy, that's a mishap from Big 5. They were supposed to close that one out. Not even sure why the player doesn't even look to his right. That was the last known position of Missem. That could have been, that very easily could have been the round there for Big 5, but nope. Looks like we're just going to continue on here with regulation, and for now, Energy are in a pretty solid position to even reach double digits. We can see that for Big 5, it's, again, economy in shambles. They must go for one simple investment here of the Deagles, and then after that, yeah, that's when they will have the AK-47s of the world. Oh, actually, no, the M4s, the AUGs, the AWPs, and whatnot. A commitment here from Long. A lot of times you're going to be seeing, the players when they do have an investment like this going for a long push because they have the rifles to work with. Their opponents probably only on the pistols, so more often than not, the rifles should come out on top in those long-range engagements. And that's the case thus far here in this long push. Tianchi and Takbok, holding the A side. Though it is going to be quite problematic for them, I'd say, to get this one done. Only the 2 deagles to work with. Good shot there from Takbok. I'll give him that. However, his teammate Tianchi not in the best position there. I think he's on elevator, right? Yeah, so he might just try to go for a jump shot deal, which I can't really blame him. I would be sick for the highlights in an unwinnable round like this. And there we go. That's going to be 9 rounds right now for Energy. Big 5 for them. Nothing much has changed, really. They're still going to try to acquire themselves that last round in this second map and head on over to our third one. Now we do see here from Energy is that they have picked up quite a ridiculous amount here of rounds on the second half. In comparison to their first half, they've now picked up 7 rounds. 7 rounds here on the T side and only 2 for Big 5. Oh, this is a fast push now, isn't it? Look at the nade damage being dealt. They're going for the straight up B push. I'm not sure if that's the right call here, Energy. Oh boy, never a big fan. I'm never a big fan of B rushes like that. And Slowy throws down the flash, but doesn't really go for the peek there. Tweezle and ADM still put themselves in a kind of winnable position. They have the B bombs they do hold on to. B side, it's very hard to go for the retakes on, so ADM, I'm going to hope to spot out the player here. He sure does, sees the head. But meanwhile, that is now going to be all up to ADM to try to make this one work. No, it's not meant to be, and it's going to be Big 5 closing out the second map. And that's it here for a second map here, Dust to you. But folks, as you might know, this is a best of 3, which means we will have a third map upon us. So yes, guys, stay tuned with the third map as we'll be right back with some more action here at the StarLadder channel.
Charge up your game with excitement. Highest odds on the market. Coverage of all live and pre-match events. Place your bets with Solid Bookmaker and win with your favorite teams. Take what's rightfully yours with GG.bet.